Hello everyone, we are going to be talking about the Vancouver Canucks today in their early season struggles, but before we start, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel, if you're interested in hockey, if you're new to hockey, whatever the case may be. I want to do this as a full-time career and would love to have you here along the way. Now let's talk about Vancouver, and the Canucks are winless through 4 games in the season, and you're already hearing about some history they made, being the first team, according to multiple sources in NHL history, to blow 4 multi-goal leads to start the season. Of course, that started out against Oilers, had a 3-0 lead in that game, and then lost. That one was 5-3, and then had a 2-0 lead against the Flyers, lost 3-2. I believe had a 4-2 lead against the Capitals, and then ended up losing up 6-4. And then finally last night had another multi-goal lead, of course, and lost in overtime 4-3 in the Blue Jackets. Already we are starting to see some cracks appear, not big cracks or anything like that. But with them being a Canadian team and a team that's been around for a while, you know they get a lot more attention and criticism. The good times appear to be over a little bit with head coach Bruce Boudreau and the media, the team, whatever you want to say. I don't think that the sky's falling by any means, but he said that his team was mentally weak, something we really didn't have to hear about a whole lot last season when things are going well for them. And we saw him, do a healthy scratch there with Garland. All around, this is one of those things where what is going wrong for them? A lot of things, in the sense of the PK is a big issue right now, second worst PK percentage in the league. And in general, some of these penalties, you look at what they're, getting called for, are just bad penalties. I remember against the Flyers, penalty was called against, I believe, JT Miller, and it was because he put himself in a bad spot, turned the puck over. It was going to be a breakaway, and so he ended up getting called for hooking to prevent that chance. But a good way to prevent penalties, especially bad ones, is to not put yourself in those positions to have to do something like that where you'd get called for hooking because you're worried about a breakaway. At the end of the day, it is early in the year. Of course, they have 78 games left to go. They take on the struggling Minnesota Wild, so maybe things can go a little bit better for them there. But in general, you look at this team, and in one end, you're thinking, oh my gosh, they don't have any wins. They just have 1 point through 4 games. But on the flip side, you're thinking, had they not blown these leads, they would have 8 points and be undefeated early on through the season. Will things get better for them? I would argue yes. It is still early in the year, and you look at some of these teams. Of course, the Oilers were a playoff team, the Capitals were a playoff team, so there's that. And then, of course, the Blue Jackets are a team that is revamped a little bit from this season. Unfortunate, of course, that they are giving up these leads, some of them coming really late, and that they allowed somebody like Vladislav Gavrikov to score the OT winner. Vladi, not a big-time goal-scoring defenseman. But again, early in the year, things will probably pan out for them. Kind of a wake-up call, especially for this team. They've got a lot of young guys still that are key parts of this team, and they have to understand, yeah, this is really exciting. We are a team that can score, and we can get ahead, but we have to keep the lead, and we have to be able to hang on for the win, because at the end of the day, having fun is great, and I love to have fun, but getting wins is part of having fun. And if you're losing a lot, I feel like it'd be hard to have fun. Will the PK get fixed? Yeah, I mean, it'd be hard to see them struggling and having a PK percentage of 57% a whole season. If they did, holy cow, we would be talking about some other things as well. But you got to think Thatcher, he'll be his normal self probably by the end of the year, be in mid-season form, and they'll probably be okay. Will we see anything happen at the deadline? If they're struggling, I'd argue no with some of the contracts they have, especially some of those younger guys being on long deals. I don't think they'd want to just have a fire sale, but we will see. But anyway, I wanted to hear your thoughts early on about the Canucks making history for all the wrong reasons. Are they in trouble? Are they not? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, because this is a funny yet kind of aggravating thing for Canucks fans early on in the year. But anyway, please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night, and you go hockey, all right. Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.